Yo, what's up, guys? This one is called Services, another installment, but we're going to do some new shit. We're going to deep dive some websites. And this is based on a conversation I had with someone who said, basically, I'm not going to name you. Basically, I feel like this place is a scam, scammy, essentially. And they said they can't really afford to pay for this shit. And they wondered this, are these gigs even fucking real? And I'm like, I've barely heard of this place. I'll name it right now. It's called ISA. I'm like, I've barely heard of them. I've seen people mention that. I don't know what this shit is, I don't want to go too long with my opening. You know what my background is, right? So that's why I hadn't heard of these services. So I said, that reminds me of this other website called Taxi, which is for musicians. And I'm like, I used to talk shit on them 25 years ago. 25 years ago. This is not new for me. Doing this channel like this is not new for me. I was on websites back in the day telling musicians, stay away from this place, man. It's bullshit. And so I said that in the back channel, and I pulled up that website. I'm like, it has to be fucking dead and gone. Nope, it's still running strong. Holy fuck. They're still getting people with the same fucking pitch. And I challenge you to find the red flags in this shit. That's what this video is, spot the red flags. Okay? It's a test. Okay? Spot the red flags. Let's get into it. So we're gonna look at several service companies. Follow along with me, on your device. It's kind of a class. And then we're gonna go to like a major agency, and let's have a look, shall we? Let's go. Let's dive in. By the way, good morning, guys. I'm trying to bang this shit out so I can get about my day, and I'm putting myself behind to try to help. Let's go to the Blacklist website first of all. Okay, that's one of my shortest openings. So pull up the Blacklist website. I want to point this out. I'm not going to stay too long on the Blacklist because I've already done that shit. But the best writing, film, television, theater, fiction. Okay, to Franklin, leave it, bro. Leave it. I'm telling you. Tell your people, nobody touch this. Nobody touch the words, bro. We're good. Now we figured it out finally. Leave it, bro. The best writing. That's it. Stop talking. Okay? Tip right there. But I want you to look over at, go to the left side of this. Remember, this is a cartoon. Lock that in your brain. Cartoon. Because I'm going to circle back to that. Cartoon. Cartoon, cartoon, cartoon. Go look over here on the far left. So this is the story of someone trying to break in, right? And let's point out the big distinction on this. Well, let me go here first, and then I'll point that out. So look at the guy. Go over there. Look at the guy who he's got a spaceship above him, and he's got his hands in his pockets, and he's kind of downtrodden, and he has earmuffs on. This shit is all intentional. He has earmuffs on, or one of those hats, or whatever the fuck. Hands in his pockets. He's got a scarf around his neck. And behind him, it says cinema. We can tell that's what that means. So he's just been to the movies, sort of. But we can tell, isn't that a mailbox? Isn't that a mailbox? So it's representing he put his screenplay into the mailbox. Am I correct? Let me know if I'm wrong about any of this shit. But he's not in LA. Clearly, no one dresses like that in LA. Earmuffs and shit. Where is he? I was gonna guess like North Dakota or some shit like this, but there's buildings behind him. Is this New York? Because there's an industry in New York, so it shouldn't be New York. I would take the buildings out of there and put like a mountain behind him. That's what I would have done. Put a mountain to represent like he's in like South. If I'm trying to hard sell you this shit, manipulate you, that's what I would do. Put a mountain behind, eagle, but anyway, you get the point. He's not from LA. He's not in LA. He's not from LA. He has no immediate he's not in the vicinity, shall I say. Do you get what I'm saying? So he feels this is my only way in, okay? And then on the other side of that, you have Hollywood. Now you see the Hollywood sign. But guess what? You have to go through Franklin. It's right there in the middle. And there's all the tubes coming down. Boom, boom, boom. You have to put your shit in and go through Franklin to get into Hollywood. That's what this is saying. Understand that. Understand that's a fucking blatant manipulation. Okay? And they're using cartoons to do it like we're children. Are you fucking kidding me? What else? We're going to move past this in 1 second. But yeah, that's nonsense. But you know, he's trying to make you feel like that. Like you got to go through him. Oh, by the way, nickel. There we go. It's real, dude. He's trying to make you go through him. I'll never go through any of these fucking services to try to get signed. Are you crazy? That pisses them off because they know I don't fucking need them. Are you kidding me? I don't need these stupid ass services. I would never pay for that shit other than to test it. And I did, and it failed. They get an F. Okay? Or I'll say D-, because he gave me a 7. Or his people did. He didn't even fucking read it. But I'll give him an F for Frankie boy. I'll give him an F for siding with this after I even told him who was on that. And he still is like, I stand behind my reader. I don't give a fuck what you think. Let's go over here now. This is a music one, but it's still a service. See if you can spot the parallels. See if you can spot the red flags that sound exactly like screenwriting services. Okay? Click on it. It's called taxi.com. It's the same business model no matter what industry you get into that's on the fucking fringe. That is no part of the real industry. It all works the same. Doesn't matter if it's music, screenwriting, modeling. I want to be a model. You know, it's all the same, dude. So you click on there, it says the world's leading independent A&R company. Independent A&R company. Is there such a thing? You know, first of all. So Taxi gets your music to the people who need it. Major and indie record labels, film and TV music supervisors, top music publishers, production music libraries, TV commercials, movie trailers. If you're gonna click out right now, you're gonna miss some shit. I'm just telling you, man. This one's probably gonna be good. Okay? If you're struggling, if you're not signed right now, I'd probably watch this. But do you? So what's the first thing they do? They say all that shit, right? Did you spot any red flags in there? I did. Did you? Did you spot any parallels in there? I did. Did you? Let's go to, and what's the first thing they show you? The very first thing they show you on the landing page is, what do they always do? Testimonials, man. Let's go through them. So, okay, so let's read them. See if you spot the red flags. I've had 105,455 placements on shit. This shit cycles, so I gotta like click back sometimes. On 1,711 shows on 283 TV networks. Joining Taxi was the best decision I've made for my music career. New Jersey. Okay? I'm just gonna read this shit. Tell me when you spot the red flag. My music is heard next one. My music is heard all over the globe on a daily basis because I joined Taxi. Idaho. Next one. My income has increased significantly because of my placements on CBS, the CW, MTV, Netflix, Apple TV, Amazon, Fox, and Nickelodeon. If I pause, it's because I gotta go back. All because of Taxi. Exclamation point. Exclamation point. Texas. Are you starting to get it? Another one. I'm gonna beat this shit into the ground. Taxi helped me get hundreds of placements on TV shows and national commercials. That's the next person. Pennsylvania. Are you starting to pick up on what I'm putting down? Next guy. Getting film and TV placements on my own was difficult. Thanks to Taxi, I've had some amazing placements. This person in California, they gotta represent, black dude. Next one. Taxi gets my music in front of the right gatekeepers. Canada. Next one. We're going through all of them. Since joining Taxi, because they want you to, so let's do it. Since joining Taxi, I've gone from being unknown to now working as a full-time composer for a top publisher and hearing my music in movie trailers around the world. Guys, Utah, are you starting to get it? Are you starting to see the red flags? I hope so. Next one. If it weren't for Taxi, I wouldn't have a 6-figure music career, guys. Florida. You starting to get it? Next one. I always dreams of hearing my music on television, and Taxi made that a reality. I gotta go back. I get so excited to read my BMI statements, money, to see where my music has been placed. Washington. Are you getting it? I'll break it down once we get to that last one. I have thousands of TV, next one. I have thousands of TV placements, a gold record, and a very substantial royalty stream. Money. Okay? Thanks to Taxi. Where is that person from? Washington. Another one. Thanks to Taxi, I've signed deals with multiple publishers and had placements on the CW, Hallmark, CBS, and many others. I recommend Taxi every chance I get. Where was she from? Tennessee. Are you following along with me? Maybe, maybe not. Next one. I just released my 3rd single with a record label that I was connected with because of with a record label that I was connected with because of Taxi. Where are they from? Great Britain. Cool. Now we're going overseas. One of my relationships through Taxis led me to getting my music on a hit TV show! Exclamation point. Canada. Next one. Taxi's music convention and feedback led to my first placement in, I think there's like 2 left, in film, TV, and commercials. All the tips and tricks helped, sorry, I gotta go back. Helped fast track me into writing for Sync full-time. If you don't know what Sync is, don't worry about it. California. She's got a little tattoo on her arm. Make sure you show the tattoo so we represent, you get me? Next, last guy. Taxi has truly opened my eyes to the world of production music. I knew I wanted to get into this business, but I just didn't know where to start. Let me read that again. I knew I wanted to get into this business, but I just didn't know where to start. Maryland, that's the last one. Where to start? They want you to think, start with us. Start with us. Start swiping your card, guys. There you go. There's proof. We've made people all kinds of money and hits and all that. Where are the red flags there? Can you spot them super easy? I can immediately. What's missing from that? They didn't tell you shit about where it's at. But they said, like, they dropped names, Netflix, CW, I mean, MTV, wherever the fuck else, they named it. Like, they do. No, dude, they don't name who it was. Who is it? You see? You see the difference? Like when I say shit, I name them. The person. You know, not the company. CAA, who? Joe Cohen brought me in. There you go. Fact check me. This is nonsense, bro. Does that sound a little bit like the screenwriting forums? I mean, excuse me, screenwriting services? They don't tell you anything about who it is, okay? And they also make a point of showing you that these people are from all over the country. So you don't even have to be in LA to make it. And there's a big problem here. Which is the same problem that the services have for screenwriting, is why the fuck would the industry go to this place to get those people? It makes no sense. You know? And they're sitting here, God, I hear this guy drilling over here. You gonna fuck my whole video, bro? Sorry guys, I'm not redoing this. I'll try to talk over it. But you see what I'm saying? There's so many fucking red flags in there. You know, they're trying to point out, You know, they've gotten placements. They've gotten their dream has come true. They love their money that they're making now. They have all this adoration and they don't even live here. It's a fucking pipe dream, dude. This is bullshit, man. I was a composer. I know how it works, and that's not how it works. No one goes to this website to get their music. They'll go to a fucking music supervisor. You think music supervisors are going here to find music? Are you crazy? No, dude. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to what amount of time was? All right, 50 minutes. Holy shit. Let's go to ISA now. Okay, you click on it. I know I'm probably gonna get some blocks from this because some people love them apparently. But can you and the person said, the person that brought this up to me is that they don't know any writer who's ever gotten a job through this place. They don't know anybody. Me too. I don't know anybody who's gotten a job through this place. I've never even heard of this place until very recently. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that is, but pause. Are you spotting any red flags? I know someone because I looked up who runs this, who works here. I watched the runner of this place. I watched a video of his just to, like, get a feel of, do I buy it? Feel of his tone, like, do I buy it? No, I don't. Okay, does that put me in the doghouse with the services? Absolutely. They don't like me because I'm trying to save you money. I'm trying to tell you go around these things. Let's deep dive now. Okay, ISA. What do you know about? What do you notice about that? I couldn't remember what it was called. ISA. It's a 3-letter. They made sure of that, in my opinion, that it sounds like a 3-letter. You know what I mean? Kind of sounds like ICM mixed with CA, sort of. I think that's intentional. The first letter, you're not going to fool me on this shit, dude. The first letter and the last letter are 3 letters that have been used in a big way. So if you squint from way back here, it might look like CA or it might look like ICM. You know what I mean? Let's move on. I just want to point out micro shit because all this shit is intentional. So the first thing you see, if you click on this website, the very first thing you see is they name drop. Remember that. It was the same thing on Franklin's website. But he does that second. They do it first. He has it right below his cartoon, right? They have it, the first thing you see is like Miramax, Netflix, CAA, they claim, HBO, Disney, ICM. You see what I'm saying? It's the first thing you see. Look at all these names, dude. Let me brag real quick. Is WME on here, by the way? Why is Verve not on here? Why is Paradigm not on here? If you're gonna start bragging, like, I could name a bunch of companies. Why are they not on here? Where's Circle of Confusion? Where's Scott Free? Where's A24, bro? Like, where's that? I could keep going into infinity. You guys know. Okay, so so I'm on the writing gigs. Click over there. Go to writing gigs. Let me get down here. Let me start reading some of them. I'm not going to read all the genres and all this kind of shit. So I'm going cold on this shit. Okay, I skimmed it the other day. I'm like, I get it, but I'm going cold on this, and read along with me, and let me know when you start seeing the red flags. Okay, so writing gigs, paid. I'm gonna read the top one first, and then I'm just gonna go to the first sentence of every single one of them, or a bunch of them. LA production company seeks drama and true story features. Gig type, spec script feature, genre, biography, comedy, drama, dramedy, historical. Okay, shit like that. I'm not gonna read all of them, but I'm gonna read the first sentence. LA-based production company seeking drama. They mentioned 1 to 2 million range. An ASI verified pro is searching for blah, blah, who cares? Then we get right down to the next thing we see is testimonials 8 of them. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think so. Who cares? See, they're already trying to hard sell you. Okay, we did. They made it happen for us. Really? Next one. A major production company is seeking blah, blah, blah. Next one. A top industry professional. Next one. This is why I'm doing it this way. An ISA pro is searching for da da da. Now we get, again, to testimonials. Okay? Let's keep going. Next one. And these are all paid, by the way. Apparently. Supposedly. A major production company is seeking, next one. Ghostwriter needed for feature length, next one. Let me look at this for 1 second. Work for hire they have in there. Never do that, dude. Never, 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 never. Okay? Never do a work for hire. But they said they'll make it though. Who gives a fuck? You don't get any credit for it. What if you could have taken that same script and sold it to Hollywood for $1 million? And what did they pay you? 20 grand? Max? They probably paid you 10 to write a whole fucking feature screenplay and you get no credit on it. Don't do that. I've already ghosted, bro. I've already seen, my music. I've never ghosted in screenwriting, only composer. And for example, they asked me to write the opening titles to a big, huge horror. What the fuck? Isn't that your movie, bro? Isn't that the most important scene in the whole thing? You want me to write that? Yeah, bro, because I'm going on vacation, dude. Whatever, dude. No credit, 0. No residual, nothing, bro. Flat fee, work for hire, NDA, can't tell anybody. One of my homeboys figured out that movie, though. I don't know how, but he did. Never do work for hire. Let's continue. A major production company is seeking, next one. A top industry professional, next one. An ASI verified pro into infinity. Okay, let's pause now to discuss that a little bit. I know this video is a little bit long, but did you catch the red flags? I wanted to cut it down like that so you could see. They're saying all these people are pros. And what is ISA verified? What is that? Why should I care that ISA verified them? Why should I care? Who is it? You see, there is 0 transparency in these paid gigs. And as far as I can, maybe they say down below how much they pay. I don't know. You guys tell me, man. I bet not. Is that the whole thing? Or do you click on it and if you're signed up, then they show you how much it pays and shit like this? Or are you just sending your shit out blind? This like these testimonials. I see right through them, dude. Okay, I'm not saying they're fake. I'm not accusing them of they're fake, but they fucking could be. You could be sending your money to nowhere. Okay? And that's what I told people back 25 years ago about that stupid ass website Taxi. I'm like, you're sending your money to nowhere, bro. Probably. Maybe. I don't want to get sued. Possibly. They don't give you proof. There's no proof on here by ISA. They won't even tell you who the fuck it is. And it's the same old fucking story. We can't because they'll get slammed with material. Bullshit. Everybody, the whole entire industry is transparent. CA's phone number's right there. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to that. It's right there. I have it fucking memorized, by the way, because I used to call it so much. I couldn't remember her private line. So just call the fucking main line. What's the number there? 424-288-2000. Okay, that number is burned in my fucking brain. There you go. There's CA's phone number. It's right on their website. WME's is right on the web. Everybody. All the shit's right there. There's their address, everything. So bullshit. Bullshit, you can't say who these people are. Vetted? Let me vet them. Tell me who it is, I will vet them. Okay? For myself. Like sending your script out blind like this, who knows? But they say they're all pros. If they're pros say who the fuck they are. Okay? You lose me with that. And that's why I hard recommend you don't give your money to places like this. You'll see that they'll give you some kind of message that they really enjoyed it, but just not quite the right fit. You're so close. That's the whole fucking game of this bullshit, dude. I don't care. Block me if you work for them or something and we follow each other. I have to say my truth, bro. And you can debate me. You can say no. And you can say, that's what I'm at. That's what I want. I want you guys to say, well, actually, here's who they are. Cool. Then put that on there. Let these writers know who the fuck it is. I mean, it's just nonsense, dude. I've been seeing this kind of shit for 25 fucking years. No. Excuse me. 25 years ago. And then I was away from that for 25 years. And then I come back to it. For 25 years, I'm in surrounded by only fucking pros. But I'm still, during that time period, still trying to help people on the fringes who are outside of the industry. Stay away from this kind of stuff. I'll just read one of them. Gig type, spec script feature, genre, drama. An ASI, let me start at the top. An ASI verified pro looking for heightened drama features. Who the fuck is this person? And they're wondering, they know why the fuck I'm asking that. They know why. They know they can't fool me with this shit. They know exactly why I'm saying this. They just don't want me to say it to you, to point out this. A top industry professional is looking for drama features that stand out via a high concept hook, elevated tone, or connection to established IP. They love works that provide an unflinching look at, so I guess, okay, there is a learn more. Let's learn more. The pros features have won Oscars in multiple categories. You're losing me, dude. Then fucking name them. Are they going to name them right now? Let's see. As such, they are no, they don't. See, as such, they are searching for screenplays that not only offer rich writing but will empower actors, directors, and more along the creative process. No one speaks like that in the industry. No one's looking. I want to empower actors along the creative process. No one speaks like this. What are you talking about? People with Oscars don't speak like that. I know producers with Oscars. Multiple. They don't speak like that. Recommended comps include Parasite, Killers of the Flower Moon, La La Land, The Mule, The Truman Show, Want to have success? No. But then they show those posters, right? As if they had done them. Come on, bro. This is some absolute garbage. Those aren't your movies. Name the movies you've done. Name the movies you've won Oscars for. I'm telling you guys, when they tell you guys this bullshit that they can't name them because they'll get inundated with read requests, it's nonsense, dude. You know who gets inundated the most in the entire fucking industry? CAA and WME. The most. Out of everybody. And still they put their phone number right there. I just gave it to you. If you want to try to call them up and break in, be my guest, dude. They tell you what their phone number is. 424-288-2000. There's the main line. Call it up. Go ask for some agent. Ring, ring, ring. CAA, how may I direct your call? Just say someone's name. Joe Blow's office, please. Boom. They put you right through. Go ahead. Try to break in, dude. What are we doing? That is completely blind, and they're making huge claims and not backing it up. Okay? So, guys, when you read that shit, you gotta really question, is this even real? Or is that just something they wrote so you send in your scripts? You gotta pay every time you send your script in, right? I'm asking. Do you gotta pay to host and pay? How much shit are you? So you're paying for this? You don't know if that's real? You're paying to be hosted on Franklin's website? And I guarantee you, big players are not looking at that shit. I know them. I was married to one of them. When I say I know them, I'm not strictly talking about Cherry. I'm talking about like A-list producers and shit. They're not going to that. Why would they? You know, they named CA at the top. Does CA need this? No. I've never heard an agent mention ISA ever. Never. They've been around since 2008. Is that what they said? Maybe that was at their website. Let me look real quick. Yeah, no, yeah, 2008. You know, no, I've never heard of them. CA gets their material from wherever, wherever. Mostly like managers and shit like that, or publishers and shit like that. They're not scouring these fucking little websites. They're not putting ads up. Writer, please, no, dude. So why are they naming CA? Who do they know over there? Tell me who they know. I'm just curious. That ICM on there. Who do they know at ICM? I know a partner over there. Do you know them? Who is it? I'm just curious. I mean, I get there folded in, whatever. Let's keep going. I got to break this shit down this hard. I think. Now let's go to CA. Click on CA's website. Look at it. Compare that to Franklin's cartoon, for example. I mean, can you imagine if CA had a cartoon on there? CA, here's a cartoon of what we do. And then below that, we're going to list who we've worked with. We're going to put their little emblems up. What in the fuck? CA, I know CA. I know every single partner over there, by the way. And they helped save my life and this kind of shit. So thank you for that. When I was in the hospital, they made sure I had like whatever he needs, make sure he gets it, like type of shit. Push me into VIP service, this kind of shit. So appreciate that. But so I know them, like I know how they operate. I know the CA brand very, very well, very deeply. The CA family is what they used to call us back in the day, right? For 20 fucking years. So I know the etiquette, the mindset, all of that of CA. CA would never do anything kind of like to boast. It's all about classy. CA prides himself on being classy, and you got to have a certain look. You got to fit in, and they don't want to oversell it. So look at their front page. It almost says nothing. I bet you they were like, we don't even really want to put a full website up, because it wasn't that for the longest time. It was just a landing page. Go way back machine it. It was just big red, said CAA, and then phone number and I think fax, and that's it, and the address, and that's it. But I think when you look, because it was big CA across CAA, so I think they feel like it's kind of braggy. Let's tone it down. Let's get rid of the red, because they're known for that's their color, red. But look at, they just have a little tiny CA way over in the corner over there. Like, we're just CA kind of thing. Like, they like to downplay it a lot. So let's go here. So if you click through the links, you'll get to the motion pictures part. And if you're looking at that, click all the way to over there. Now we have little, and what's they didn't have any emblems about who they've worked with. It'd be everybody. What do you want us to do? Look for everybody down there? Like anyone you can think of. That'd be their tag. Who have you worked with? Everybody, anyone you could ever think of. Them. Do you see the difference? So, and what do they say there? Representing the best in film. That's it. Look how tight that is. Representing the best in film. We're done with that sentence. Period. Fact. We can prove it, but we don't need to because we don't give a fuck what you think. You know, that's how they feel. And then, you know, if you're looking right there, look at this picture a little closer. So that's one of the screening rooms, right? So when I tell that story about adaptation, look over in the far corner. You see that little podium right there? It says CA on it. Like that's where the head of Sony got up and said, doop, you know, we're making this for, so, you know, that's one of the screening rooms. There's another one upstairs that's red. You know, that's more of like a smaller screening room, but this is the big one. It's theater sized, you know what I'm saying? It's like a movie theater. But listen to what they say. About CAA Motion Pictures, we help visionary talent reach further. That's pretty humble. For CAA, it is in red, their color, but we help visionary talent reach further. That's all we do. And I've said that before in videos. The agent is behind you, not in front of you. Okay? We help. We help visionary talent reach further for them. You just help them. You see? You see the difference? They don't make any huge claims. They don't flex too hard. CA represents the world's premier actors, directors, writers, and producers. Is that a false sentence? No, it's not. We also provide a range of motion picture consultant services, and we are the leader in film, packaging, and brokering, financing, distribution deals. I mean, I guess you could say that's a little bit of flex to say we're the leader, but it's probably true. Talent. CA clients include many of the most successful actors and actresses currently working in film and television. That's true. Their performances garner awards, drive box office success, and lead cultural conversations. Facts. Literary. CA represents the writers, directors, and producers of the world's biggest hits and critical success that define the pop culture landscape. Facts again. Is it not? Books. CA represents the motion picture rights of many of the most compelling, they don't even take claim for all of them, many of the most compelling and successful fiction and nonfiction works published each year along with blogs and podcasts. The group also works with journalists, Josh, I'm thinking of Sherry's clients, Josh, I can't think of his name right now. Yeah, she had journalists, by the way, as well. Where else did she work? Vice, she represented Vice, blah, blah, blah. So where else do their material come from? They might represent like magazines and shit like this as well. Okay, journalists and all this kind of shit, that kind of shit too. Internationally renowned authors and estates. Remember how Sherry was on the Tolkien estate? Okay, bang. So blah, blah, blah. That's not really that hard of a flex. You see what I'm saying? Compared to those other websites. You see what I'm saying? These other websites are talking about money and dreams and all of that kind of shit and success and literally BMI statements. You know, can you imagine? Can you imagine if CAA said, we have gotten this amount of residuals for writers? What? $50 billion? I don't know how much it would be. You know what I mean? What are they going to say about that? They don't need to say anything. You know? Everybody knows they're fucking legit. And they're trying to tone it down. They're trying to just say, yeah, like, I guess we'll say something. Yeah, we're big shots, dude. Like, we do big ass deals. So that's just what it is. And yeah, we're one of the leaders in the fucking industry. I mean, look at the goddamn building, bro. It looks like the fucking Death Star. So, just do you see the difference, the massive difference in like a legit agency versus these, versus these services, you know, and maybe you can even find an interview. Look up someone like, you know, I know Sherry only did one interview ever, I think. One. You know, so they don't really talk that much. You know what I mean? They're not really out there. You know, that's another thing to notice. Agents are not out there doing interviews all the time, you know, and like I said before, if they're on the red carpet, they'll step back, let their, you know, very rare. I mean, Sherry has like 2 pictures of her with her clients, I think. 2. That's it. At like events and shit. She's not even on Getty Images. Sold some of the biggest movies in the world. In the top 100 of all time book to film sales. All time. Ever. Since the beginning of the movie industry. In the top 100. Go try to find a picture of her on Getty Images. There isn't one. You know what I mean? Try to find, and then go pull up like one of these service runners. They'll be all over the place. You know what I mean? Doing the little interviews and shit, and it's like, what the fuck? And those are the people that are actually making the deals. But then you have all the service people out there doing interviews, panels and shit. Oh yeah, let me tell you, bloopity bloop. They've never made anyone a single penny. I can't even imagine how many billions CA has made since the inception. You know, way back in the Mike Ovitz days to now. I don't even know. Trillions? I don't fucking know. You know, hundreds of billions, guarantee you that. So go try to find. Go try to, maybe there's a video out there like someone like. See, I hesitate to name people because I don't want people to like think they, like I'm saying they support me or whatever. I just happen to know someone like that, like Brian Sibrel. Pull him up. Maybe there's a video of him or someone like that. You know, listen to the way they talk. Pull up any agent. Just pull up any CA agent. Maybe they did an interview somewhere. Maybe the round table for like Hollywood Reporter or something. Listen to how agents, go there actually. Go listen to a round table of agents. There's gotta be one. Hollywood round table, Hollywood Reporter round table. Compare that to listening to these service people. Compare how they look even. The agents are on like dapper suits, like, you know, fucking $10,000 suits and shit like this. And the service person, is in some wrinkled fucking t-shirt or something, neck all wrung out and shit like this. Like, what are we talking about? I know you guys are getting bored, so I'll let you go there. But you see the difference, okay? Good luck out there, guys. What I recommend is, especially if you're short on money, I mean, I don't see why you would do that shit anyway. The services, you don't even know if they're real jobs. You don't even know if they're real jobs. You know, go ahead, hit me down below, hit us down below. Let us know if you got a job through ISA, okay? So there's the challenge. After all this, did you pass the test, first of all? Let me ask you that. Did you pass the test? Did you spot all the red flags? All the shit to stay away from? Saw the red flags there and all the green flags on the CA website? Did you pass? I hope you did. Secondly, if you've ever gotten a job through ISA, let us know down below and tell us what it is. Tell us who it was with. And tell us what you got paid. You know? So, and use your real name. Don't use a fucking, like, I don't give, like, if you say down below, they made me, you know, $1 million deal and your name is like, you know, Donkey Juice, like, Triple X or something. Fuck off. You know, you got some avatar of like, so no, like use your real name, your real picture, and tell us what gig it was, because people want to know. Or it could be any service, any service, any of that. Tell us like who they got you signed with. Tell that story. Maybe do a video on it. I've never seen a video of anyone or anybody. Me personally, I've never. Maybe it's out there. I'm asking. Is there a video out there of someone saying, this service got me this gig? This service got me signed with them, or whatever. Shit like that. Who did you get? Who did they get you signed with? I've asked some people before that have their picture on the website. I'm like, did they? And I'm like, looking through some websites for research to try to help you guys. I'm like, you're on 2 websites. Like, they're both claiming victory for you getting signed. Which one is it? Is this bullshit? And they were like, no comments. Wink. I got you. I get what you're saying. You can't say, but you're saying. I get it. You know, that's as far as I'm gonna take that. But anyway, good luck out there, guys. Avoid this shit. Peace, guys. Go around them any way you can. You don't need them. I promise you. Probably this shit is fake. Maybe. Bye, guys. Or maybe someone will tell us down below how they became a multimillionaire through this kind of shit. And I gotta end with this, then I'm out. I'm already long, so who cares at this point? If they know how to do it for you, why didn't they do it for themselves? You know what I mean? If they know how to do it for you, why didn't they make a deal for someone else? What is their deal? You know? What I gotta ask those questions. What's their biggest deal? For themselves or for someone else? How much money have you made in the industry? See, I'll ask questions like that. They don't like those kind of questions. In the industry, I'm not talking money you made from the services. I'm talking about how much money have you made in the industry. You're calling yourself a pro or whatever the fuck else. Hello, Mike's live. Answer, please. All right, I'm out, guys. Peace. Good luck.